Hi, welcome to my video. This is a video about ICP 14, which is mobile ICP 7, and this is an ICP about creating an event uh, by using an Android app using Android Studio. So initially I took the predefined code given by madam. It's a insert calendar event in which I have just created an indent, a button, and an indent which takes up to another page. The first page is just like this. This is the first XML page, and we have a button over here. And when we click on the button, it takes us directly to the second page, in where I have displayed. Let me show that. I have displayed a text button where whatever the date that we select is going to show up over the top, and later on you can just click on the add event. So it's just gonna take us to the respective apps where you can just add the events. And coming to the code, I have initially created 3 integers in which I stored the date and month and years that have been selected while we press on the calendar. And coming to the buttons, I've created a button and called them the calendar and the text over there. And here I have converted the date and month and the day format into date, month, and year format using SDF, or the simple date format. And this I have converted it into a string so that I can just put it and put this string into the text which I have over here, over the text, using the text ID. Later on I have created and used the calendar.set date change listener, in which whenever you change the date, it listens to that, and whenever you change the date, this code implies, in which initially the text changes for the month, date, and year respectively, and later on the month, date, and year are being stored into these integers, or these integer values, and these are later on used in a function which, whenever the button is pressed, the add event button, this create event function goes through. This create event function, it takes up to an action of creating an event of inserting the whatever the raw code is there into an calendar app or a calendar thing, or our Google Calendar or Outlook or any other things, which indent pushed up with the title for it as event name, and put extra the description, like learn how to create an event, and some other put extras like location, and the date, calendar start date. I have set the date of year, month, and day, and put extra the time is all day, all that. And I also added an email extra, like if you're like, it's like adding another person into the event or something like that if you do it from another thing. So this is the overall code of my event event creator. Let me show the output. Yeah, here it is. This is the app. This text that shows whenever I click the create event, this pops up, and according to that the date changes, whatever date you select. And when you press the add event, it just takes you to whatever section you want. I'm using the Google Calendar. Here you can see the event name, the date of the event, and the email address that I put there, and you also can see the location and the description too. And you just click on the save, and the event is saved. So you can see over here the event name. So you can edit it like this. So this is up to creating an event. And later on I have made this and built an API using it, a sign generate an API. I use the build generate signed API, and whenever you go there you have to Android API bundle, or you can just press the API, but the Android API bundle gets signed. So for this I have set up a location where my file is going to save, and for this a key and storage key, and the storage alias and alias key. And whenever you click the next, it just asks you for this debugging or release. When finish, it creates an JSK file in your system, and you can just share it or use it in an Android phone as an API file. So this is all about MyICP. Thank you for listening.